And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lead-Deadwood High School gym as we get set for our high school volleyball match of the week here on this Tuesday night, which has become a tradition here for 2024. Tuesday nights usually our matchup of the week, and it's a matchup between the Spearfish Spartans and the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. It is Gold Diggers' homecoming match tonight here at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym as Class Double A Spearfish makes the road trip on up the hill to take on the Class A Lead-Deadwood. I'm Cody Oliver from the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, along with Clayson Davis taking care of things over on KDSJ-TV tonight as Spearfish comes in 9-5 overall and Lead-Deadwood at 1-9. Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers' one win on the season came in the first week of the year when they got a win over the Newell Irrigators. Meanwhile, the other team on the side of the net, the Spearfish Lady Spartans, are red hot as they won 8 games in a row and coming off of a perfect weekend at home. They like that homestand as they got wins over Rapid City Christian, Aberdeen Central, and Pierre over the weekend over in Spearfish over the past week. And now we get set for the matchup of Lawrence County teams here on KDSJ Sports tonight. I'm Cody Oliver, and Clayson Davis had a chance to catch up with both coaches. Your quick thoughts on what the coaches said in the pregame.
Yes, thank you, Cody. First, I had a chance to talk with head coach for Lead-Deadwood, Ashley Oyen. She recently just got married, used to be known as Ashley Hansen. Anyways, I got to talk with her. They're relatively healthy. No one's been hurt. Got to try out a new rotation at the Rapid City tournament. They went 0-4, but she said they used that opportunity to try out some new rotations, try to figure out some new combinations, and they said with the Rapid City tournament they found a rotation that they really liked and that they're going to try out tonight. And the girls have all really gelled together, and she's looking forward to seeing them gel some more. Keys against Spearfish that, as she said, they need to be really good on their coverage. Spearfish has some heavy hitters, that is, and also can put up good blocks on defense, so they need to cover well, and they got to move defensively as Spearfish can hit it all over the court. Meanwhile, on the Spearfish side, as I got the chance to catch up with head coach Shelby Richards, I say they've been playing really clean lately. As they've been, again, relatively clear. They take care of the net very well. They've had the same rotation throughout the year, and they've all really gelled together. She said Abby Keller, the outside hitter, has really stepped up. She stepped up huge in Gillette, and she's been playing really good volleyball as of late. What they need to improve on, they've sometimes have been a little lackadaisical, especially in these games when they're playing quote-unquote lower-end opponents. They sometimes let their defense fall apart a little bit, but she's looking forward to her team staying more engaged. Keys against Lead-Deadwood, kind of like what she talked about, need to improve on, staying engaged, focusing on their game, not what Lead-Deadwood does, just focus on what Spearfish, and just focus on their side of the net. Those are the keys to the game. Back to you, Cody.
And once again, that's Clayson Davis over at KDSJ-TV, where you can watch the game for free tonight. We have cameras set up all over the gym. We got the graphics board here. We got audio board. We have all sorts of equipment here to put it all together, and hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up. Here from the Lead-Deadwood High School gym on this Tuesday night. Check everything out at KDSJ-TV through our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. Of course, the radio side of things, we have it covered there. KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, KDSJ980.com, and with the KDSJ Sports mobile app, it is our countdown to first serve, and that's coming up. It's being brought to you by Jinx Collision Repair, the Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off of exit 32 Junction Avenue in Sturgis. It is Jinx Collision Repair as we have our countdown to first serve. First serve is expected probably here shortly after 7 o'clock, probably about a 7:05, maybe 7:10 start. So we're just minutes away from that as we welcome you into the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Monument Health, the official sports medicine provider to several area high schools in the Black Hills and northeastern Wyoming, as our broadcast booth is set up right here at midcourt at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym, about 10 rows up, all the way to the back. Nobody's behind us. Nobody's really standing in front of us as we have this whole section reserved for KDSJ Sports Radio and TV. And coming up, we'll have your Dana Dental Arts starting lineups, as well as first serve here coming up in a few minutes between the Spartans and the Gold Diggers. Class AA meeting up with Class A. It's a Black Hills Conference matchup. Probably the only time these two teams will meet this year as well. The Lawrence County Showdown coming up in a couple minutes right here on KDSJ Sports.
Jake's Collision Repair has built their reputation by offering the highest quality, guaranteed repairs in the area. Satisfied customers return again and again for everything from collision repair to custom paint, glass and windshield, and the best hail repair in the region. They're preferred by most insurance companies and work with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair of Spearfish and Sturgis. Give them a Google today for the best repair on your vehicle, guaranteed.
We're all going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics. That's monument.health/orthopedics.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base sports nutrition program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
And welcome back to the Lead-Deadwood High School gym here on this Tuesday night. It is our high school volleyball match of the week as we get ready for the Spartans and the Gold Diggers as Spearfish comes in winning 8 games in a row and going up against Lead-Deadwood, who has lost the last few matches as they are 1-9 on the season, and they're coming off of the Rapid City volleyball tournament this past Friday and Saturday. As Clayson said, they were at that tournament. And meanwhile, Spearfish continue to have their homestand as they had Rapid City Christian last Tuesday and then Aberdeen Central and Pierre over this past weekend. The Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers under head coach Ashley Hansen in her second season as head coach of the Lady Diggers. Ashley Hansen Oyen now after she got married a couple weeks ago. And they're going to be starting this way. Jasa Vogt will be the junior middle hitter. She's standing at 6 foot and the tallest gold digger there is. Also, Hayden Jacobs gets the start. She's a junior center at 5'5", a transfer in from Texas in the offseason. So she's starting to get into that new rotation and be the setter here for the Diggers. Number 18 tonight is going to be Hannah Hansen. She is a sophomore libero defensive specialist. She's at 5'3". She's the coach's younger sister. Also, number 6 is Nakaya Black. She's a junior setter and outside hitter. And then number 7 is Ava Bertrand. She's a sophomore setter at 5'8". Getting the start tonight will be number 9, Ivy Hayes. She's moved up to the starting rotation now, and she's a junior outside hitter. And also getting the start, number 15, Delaney Manson, the senior and middle hitter. The libero is Hannah Hansen, and the outside hitter is Nakaya Black. Jasa Vogt, the tallest player on the Lead-Deadwood squad, and Hayden Jacobs as the setter. And that is just half of our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups. Being brought to you by Dana Dental Arts, where a beautiful smile is always in style. And for the Spearfish Lady Spartans, under head coach Shelby Budmeyer Richards, they're going to start this way. Number 2, Brooklyn Yankley, the libero, at 5'6", a senior. Number 3, Adeline Bowman, an outside hitter, middle hitter, 5'6", junior. Number 4, Kelly Reiners, the setter. She's a junior at 5'7". Number 8, Faith Hoffman, defensive specialist, also a setter as they go with the 2-setter rotation. She's 5'4" and a junior. Number 11, Avery Kirk, outside hitter, middle hitter, 5'9", and a senior. Getting the start is number 12, Tabitha Zanstra. She's a middle hitter at 5'10" and a junior. And she was our player of the game last Tuesday night, Addison Keller, the outside hitter, sophomore at 5'8". She's wearing number 15 tonight. Again, the libero for the Spartans will be Brooklyn Yackley. Their setter is Callie Reiners. And they look to get Addison Keller going on that outside hitter position, and probably going to see some more action from Adeline Bowman as well there with the attacks and the kills. As the officials get things ready to go here for the first set of best of 5 here tonight at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym. It's the Gold Diggers homecoming game tonight. Lead-Deadwood coming off of getting 4 games in at the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament over at the Summit Arena in Rapid City this past Friday and Saturday. Spearfish going on the road for the first time in about a week and a half, and we are underway. First serve there by Lead-Deadwood. It's over to Spearfish, and Lead-Deadwood gets the first point of the contest with that one there, as Spearfish unable to get it back in 3. A little after 7 o'clock, we go with a 7:08 start time here at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym. And the Gold Diggers start off with an ace on their second serve. Lead-Deadwood's Hayden Jacobs is back serving for Lead-Deadwood and out to a 2-0 advantage here. Good serves and not very good serve received so far for the Spearfish Spartans. And now here's Keller, and she tries to get the kill, but Lead-Deadwood keeps it alive. Then it goes out of bounds here on the near side, and it'll be back to Spearfish Spartans to serve. Spearfish serving it up. Callie Reiners, the junior setter, as Spearfish will be on the left-hand side of the net. Lead-Deadwood will be over on the right-hand side of the net, and we won't change sides. The benches are on those sides as well. Spearfish across the court on the left, Lead-Deadwood across the court on the right. Here's Keller, gets it over to Lead-Deadwood. Lead-Deadwood, there's the set. Here's the attack, and this one's going to be hit too hard and out of bounds for Lead-Deadwood. So just as Lead-Deadwood got the first 2 points of the game, we go back and Spearfish gets the next 2. I'm Cody Oliver with the play-by-play. Clayson Davis taking care of all the producing and engineering type things over at KDSJ-TV, which you can watch the game for free over through our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get updates on all the things that we'll be doing throughout high school sports there on the KDSJ-TV side. Here's Lead-Deadwood trying to return. They do in 3. Now here comes Spearfish. The set from Reiners. And there's the attack. And it will be a kill by Spearfish. That is 4 straight points for the Lady Spartans. And again, back to serve is Callie Reiners, the 5'7" junior. Spearfish comes in 9-5 on the season, while the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers are 1-9. Here's the serve over to Lead-Deadwood. The Gold Diggers will get it on the far side. They get it across, but it goes out of bounds on the angle shot. And it's now 5-2. In favor of Spearfish. Now here comes Lead-Deadwood, gets one down right there in the middle of the floor. Spearfish unable to get the dig. And a point for the Gold Diggers after giving up 5 straight points to the Spartans. The Diggers get back on the board. And now serving for Lead-Deadwood will be number 8, Cece Percy. The first one coming in off the bench tonight for Lead-Deadwood, and she serves this one into the net. Now back to serve for Spearfish will be number 3, Adeline Bowman, the outside hitter, middle hitter, 5'6" and a junior. She'll be one of those main girls at the line and the front line for Spearfish, along with Kirk and Keller. 7-3, Spearfish in control here early on. First of the best of 5. There's the serve, goes over by Lead-Deadwood. Lead-Deadwood gets it over in 2. Now here comes Spearfish. Spearfish on the attack from the middle. Avery Kirk gets it down. Point for the Spartans as Avery Kirk taps that one just from the middle of the floor and gets it down and in. Now it'll be Adeline Bowman back to serve. Lead-Deadwood gets it across in 3. Spearfish with the bump. Not there for the set, though, by Callie Reiners. Just a little bit off position as she tried to go down to her knees, but the volleyball hit the ground first. Our broadcast booth being brought to you by Monument Health, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Madsen with the serve here for Lead-Deadwood. Now goes over to Spearfish. This is a nice attack from the outside, and a point there for the Spearfish Spartans as it's Avery Kirk with the kill. Going out of the game on the rotation now will be Addison Keller. The sophomore will sit as the libero comes in to serve, and that's Brooklyn Yackley. She serves it into the top of the net. It bounces down on the Spearfish Spartan side. Our Laying the Foundation segment brought to you by Heiserling Concrete. That's where Clayson Davis was able to catch up with both coaches in the pregame show. You can give them a call at 605-210-2320. That's 210-2320. Here is the set for Lead-Deadwood, and a swing and a miss there by the Lady Gold Diggers as number 6, Nakaya Black. Couldn't come up with it, and Spearfish is back to serve as they're doubling up the Spartans 10-5. Now serving is Faith Hoffman. Hoffman gets it over to the Lead-Deadwood side. Lead-Deadwood gets it over in 3. Now here's the attack off of the set by Reiners. The attack and the kill from Avery Kirk. Spearfish on an 8-game winning streak, which included some wins over at the tournament in Gillette. Wins at home against Rapid City Christian, Aberdeen Central, and Pierre. Their last loss was against Douglas, Wyoming over at the Gillette tournament. Now here is the attack by Spearfish. That goes too deep, out of bounds here at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym. So Spearfish already 14 matches in as they have that 9-5 mark. Lead-Deadwood has played 10 matches, including being at the Custer tournament and the Rapid City volleyball tournament. You usually get 3 tournaments, so each one of these teams just one more the rest of the year. This will be a kill as it goes off the hands of Lead-Deadwood, and Spearfish will get the point as Kirk will stand back and be ready to serve. The libero, Hannah Hansen, gets it over for Lead-Deadwood after being 3 times on the Lead-Deadwood side. Harshly hit by Spearfish. That was enough to dump it down on the Lead-Deadwood side for the point. And here is Kirk. Gets the serve over now to Lead-Deadwood. That was Nakaya Black in it over in 3. Spearfish on the attack. Lead-Deadwood got the dig up in the back row, but unable to get it to anybody to set it up. And a point there for Spearfish as they're in control, 14-6, up by 8 points here in the first set, as Spearfish has the advantage. As we send it back to Clayson Davis over at the KDSJ-TV side of things with our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard update.
Yes, thank you, Cody. Looking at the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard real quick. Number 1, Harrisburg in Class AA, up 2-1 over number 3 ranked in Class A, Dakota Valley. Looking at some more scores, Aberdeen Central up 2-0 over Sioux Falls Lincoln. Brandon Valley took care of Brookings earlier today, 3-0 with the sweep. Sioux Falls Jefferson ranked 3rd in Class AA, took care of T-Area 3-0. Also another action going on in Class AA, Watertown up 2-0 over number 2 O'Gorman, and Sioux Falls Washington up 2-0 over Pierre. Back to you, Cody.
Thank you, Clayson. As a quick timeout called there by Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers to get everybody back together and on the same page, and Spearfish will be breaking the huddle on their side of things as well. Lead-Deadwood, this is their 11th match of the season. They have 2 matches this week. The other one will be at St. Thomas More in Rapid City on Thursday. Best team in the Black Hills Conference so far has been Hill City. Spearfish would be a close number 2. There's the block by Jason Vogt in the middle. And gets the point there for the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. I say Hill City is the best because Hill City has already defeated Spearfish in a match that went 4 sets. Spearfish the close second with Rapid City Christian in the mix. Bellfouche down this year, but maybe by mid-October they can get what they do have on their roster. They have low numbers out. Hopefully they can continue to improve as the year goes on. Here's the serve from the back row by Spearfish. That was Zanstra. And this one is hit by the Spartans. Goes to the far side over on the sideline. That is going to be a point for Spearfish as they're in control now 16-7. Back to serve again as Zanstra. She's a middle hitter, a junior, 5'10", second tallest girl on the team. Behind Caitlin Wheaton, who comes on off the bench as a 6'1" junior. Now here is Spearfish on the attack. They go cross court. And then Lead-Deadwood sends it back, but it goes out of bounds. And a point for Spearfish as continuing to serve is Tabitha Zanstra. Best team in all of Class A is Del Rapids, as they're perfect 8-0 on the season. Sioux Falls Christian, despite being 7-6, they have played a murderous schedule, and they're still number 2 in the state, and they're like the 5-time defending state champion. So until they suffer a lot of losses in a row, they'll still be number 2. Here is the serve by Zanstra. And now here's Lead-Deadwood, sent it across in 2 times, but Spearfish was ready. Here's Keller with the kill for the Spearfish Lady Spartans from the outside hitter position over there behind the scorer's table. She got good position and she eyed it on the floor. Got it down with some power. 19-7. Spartans, after being down 2-0, they took a 5-2 lead and have controlled it since. This one will be served, received back by Lead-Deadwood, but it goes out of bounds here to the near side. Lead-Deadwood Gold Digger fans here on this near side with the student section over to the right. Over on the far side is all the Spearfish Spartan faithful with their sub-varsity players, parents, grandparents, other people. Jim Aberley's got a whole section to himself over there here at the Lead-Deadwood High School gym. And here is the attack by Keller. This one gets just in. Gary Lane, one of our line judges, points the flag down, which means that one was in. And a point here for Spearfish. They're angling these just perfect and getting those points to make it now 21-8. Spearfish will make a substitution as out goes Faith Hoffman. Into the game will be Caitlin Wheaton. Again, their tallest player on the squad. Middle hitter, outside hitter at 6'1". And now here comes Lead-Deadwood on the serve receive. Madsen will get it back over to Spearfish. Now Spearfish on the attack. It's Keller again. This time the side judge and the official over there says that one was in. Clayson Davis still recovering from a cold. Callie Reiner's back to serve. And here's the attack from the near side by Spearfish. It goes over, and they're going to say that is down and in for the kill.
I apologize. I thought this cold, I finally got rid of it, but it's still just holding on. Just enough to make my life miserable.
Here is the set from Reiners. It's a kill attempt by Bowman. Back over to Lead-Deadwood. The volley continues. It's dug up there by the libero for Spearfish. Libero for Lead-Deadwood gets the dig. And now it comes across. Here's Madsen. Now here's the attack by Wheaton. Looks like this will be a kill and a point for the Spearfish Lady Spartans. (24-8). We're at set point of this first set. And Reiners will just get it over the net. It dies down on the Lead-Deadwood side. And your final score, 25-8, here in set number 1 as the Class AA squad takes care of business and gets the victory. They were down 2-0. That would be their only deficit that they would have. They would reel off 4 straight points and then not look back as they get the first set victory 25-8, trying to get their 9th win in a row and this Black Hills Conference matchup against a Class A team tonight. Coming up, we'll have more of your action here from Lead-Deadwood and our high school volleyball match of the week when we come back in 1 minute right here on KDSJ 980, 103.5, as well as KDSJ980.com and with the KDSJ Sports mobile app.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
I'm Cody Oliver. He's Clayson Davis. We're back here with your high school volleyball match of the week. Tell us a little bit more about the all-new in 2024 KDSJ-TV.
Well, glad you asked, Cody. KDSJ-TV, it's our extremely free, not just free, but really free streaming service. You can access it through our Facebook page on Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. You can also subscribe to it on YouTube at KDSJ-TV. We got live sports highlights. We got live event highlights going on as well. Like we did some recap of high school rodeo earlier this summer with our Parade of Champions. We recapped some events from Sturgis. We've done car shows. We've done all sorts of stuff that we've recapped on KDSJ-TV. And, of course, we're doing some live sports, and all of it's all available. You still get to listen to Cody and I talk about sports on the radio, except you just have a picture to go with it. And that's KDSJ-TV. Again, completely free to use, and just go check it out.
Don't be scared off because I'm not on TV. And, this summer we had baseball. Did a lot of Spearfish Post 164 Spartan games. And then also in the summertime we did a lot of that other stuff to kind of fill because we didn't have the sports. But now sports is here, and we're busy enough Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Here we go with Spearfish going to serve it up. And, yes, they will open up the doors to the gym. Let's get some of that cool air in because it might be raining outside, a little bit of a breeze here in the Northern Hills tonight. And we could use a little bit of a breeze because there's no air conditioning or fans here in this gym.
Yeah, it was a little warm when we first got in here. I mean, I was in here for about 20 minutes setting everything up, and it looked like I ran about 3 miles. Running is not my forte.
I would say I would be with that winded just running 3 minutes. Here we go, 2-0. Spearfish with the advantage as they started serving and they continue to serve. It's Callie Reiners back behind the service line. She serves it up. Lead-Deadwood able to serve, receive as they get it back in 3. Now here come the Spartans. Here's the attack from Keller. Keller, nice dig up there. And Spearfish able to dig it. Here's the set. Here's the attack. Point for Spearfish Spartans, Faith Hoffman. Ashley Hansen, Oyen, in her second season as head coach of Lead-Deadwood. The Spearfish Spartans under Shelby Budmeyer Richards in her third year as head coach. I have a feeling these two coaches went up against each other as Ashley played for Lead-Deadwood and Shelby played for Bellefouche.
The rivalry continues. They just traded the spandex with a clipboard.
Here is the dig by Yackley. Here's the attack by Hoffman. That's another point for Faith as they have had the first 5 points of this set. This is the best of 5.
We do have one door open.
And that is a struggle just to keep that one open, so they decided to shut it.
You know, there was a brief moment where I had just a slight breeze, and it felt like heaven.
And there is that breeze coming through, but it's affecting the servers, so that's why they shut the door. 6-0. You don't get this anywhere else on your radio dial on a Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in on KDSJ 980, 103.5, as well as KDSJ Sports on KDSJ-TV. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's a full-out blitz at Junix in Spearfish during Ram Power Days, where the best way to buy is with 5.49% financing plus no payment for 90 days and up to $10,000 off MSRP on a 2024 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn or $6,000 off a 2024 Ram 2500 Power Wagon. With approved credit, offer expires October 31st, 2024. Visit Junix.com to see what's available. Then schedule a test drive to see what's possible at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on West Jackson in
Back here at
Spearfish.
the Lead-Deadwood High School gym, I'm Cody Oliver. He's Clayson Davis over on the KDSJ-TV side of things. Thanks for joining us tonight as Spearfish has a 6-0 lead to start this second set, and they're still serving. There is Kelly Reiners. She gets it over. The best server and the best setter on the floor as they get another point, now 7-0. And Clayson Davis was over in Mitchell last Saturday for some high school football, making the road trip out to Aberdeen this weekend.
Yep, that'd be correct. We are back on the road and heading back out east for Aberdeen Central. 0-3 on the year. Spearfish ranked 3rd in Class AA. Doing some good things, taking the state by storm, and they're looking to continue the momentum against a solid Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles football squad.
Spearfish volleyball squad looks pretty good right now as they have a 9-0 advantage. Here's another ace for the Spartans as they take a 10-0 advantage here and just putting the pedal to the metal. Lead-Deadwood just unable to serve, receive very well here in the second set. And Callie Reiners spins the volleyball like she does each time. Same rotation. And now the block there by Spearfish. And here comes Spearfish on the attack. It's Keller, and that's another kill. The outside hitter and a sophomore at 5'8". Getting the job done over there. So now 11-0 as they have Keller, Hoffman, and Kirk on that front line. No, Kirk is in the back. Adam Bowman is on the front. That's your 3 on the front line for hitting. Blocked there by Lead-Deadwood, and it looks like one of the Spartans went into the net. I think that was Adeline Bowman going into the net for Spearfish. So Gold Diggers get on the board. It's 11-1 deficit as they've dug themselves a hole here in the early going of set number 2. Here's the serve by the Gold Diggers. It's brought back by Spearfish and lands right in the middle of the floor for Lead-Deadwood, and nobody's home. Now to serve will be Adeline Bowman for the Spearfish Lady Spartans. We want to say thanks to Beef Logic bringing us our matchup menu. Tonight we have Spearfish at Lead-Deadwood as Class AA meets up with Class A. Both teams in the Black Hills Conference. Both teams call Lawrence County home and have to go to the Deadwood Courthouse. 13-1. It is Spearfish with the advantage, and this will be another kill by Keller. As Spearfish Lead-Deadwood looks to change up a little bit of their rotation. Again, they did that this past weekend at the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament. So this is kind of new for some of these girls where they're at on the floor, and Spearfish is taking advantage of it. 14-1 advantage. Here is Vogt from the outside. It's dug up by Spearfish. The Spartans settling in here as they hit this one over. That one by Hoffman. Now goes to the back row by Lead-Deadwood. They get it over in 3. Now here comes Spearfish on the attack with authority. That's going to be a point for the Spartans. Faith Hoffman, the 5'4" junior. She can jump, and she was able to get the kill there. Now 15-1 Spartans. Spearfish has just this game this week. And they will be off until a week from today when they host Sturgis right here on KDSJ. As our high school volleyball match of the week goes back to the Spearfish High School. And this one will be out of bounds. Spearfish just stood back and let that one fall as it goes over the net and then out of bounds. Lead-Deadwood has their homecoming this week. Spearfish has their homecoming next week. Sturgis also has their homecoming next week. And there's an ace by the Spearfish Spartans and Adeline Bowman. Homecoming for Black Hill State as well. Swarm week as they have the Swarm Day football game right here on KDSJ Saturday afternoon. 2 o'clock start. Plenty of time to get tailgating in. 17-1, Spearfish has the lead. Here's the set. Here's the attack by Keller. Lead-Deadwood's ready for it. And now here's the attack by Hansen. Spearfish almost went into the net. Another player pulled it away before she could go in. And now here's the libero. Setting it up. This time, it is Hoffman getting it over. Spearfish, there's another set by Reiners. Here's the attempt by Keller, and the attack turns into a kill. And it is Spearfish now up 18-1. So we want to say thanks to some of our sponsors, as it doesn't look like we're going to be going 5 sets tonight. So we want to say thanks to Granite Automotive. Also thanks to Fisher Sand and Gravel and Jake's Collision Repair, with 2 locations in the Black Hills, one in Spearfish and another one over in Sturgis. Here is Lead-Deadwood on the right side of the net. They get it over in 3. Now here comes Spearfish. Who's going to get it? It's Keller. She gets it across. Dug up there by Nakaya Black. And then right back down with the block by the Spearfish Spartans. And that time with the kill will be number 8, Faith Hoffman. And here is the serve by Spearfish. It's returned by Lead-Deadwood, blocked at the net, then lands over there by the side, and it'll be a point for Spearfish. So it landed on the side of Lead-Deadwood, and now it's 20-1. I don't think I've ever seen a team not score at least 3 points in a set.
Yeah, this is also a first for me.
21-1, a 20-point differential here. As it'll be a serve and an ace. Now 22-1. Spearfish won the first set 25-8. And you get 2 timeouts per set. Spearfish has not used any. Lead-Deadwood has used 1. Lead-Deadwood will take out their libero, Hansen. That is Hannah Hansen. Here's the serve by Spearfish with authority by Bowman. Here's the attack by Hansen for Lead-Deadwood. Now the attack by Spearfish. Partially tipped there by Lead-Deadwood, but it falls to the floor, and another point for the Spearfish Lady Spartans as they take the lead now 23-1. This one comes over top, over to the Lead-Deadwood side. Here's the Gold Diggers on the attack by Hansen. This one will land in bounds, but they say she was out of bounds. It went just out of bounds by the antenna and then landed inbounds over on the Spearfish side. So a point for the Spartans, 24-1. Here's Vogt, just taps it over. Spearfish, winners of 8 matches in a row, carrying that momentum into this Black Hills Conference matchup tonight. Here's the attack by Lead-Deadwood. It does go over the net, that time by McCulley. A good young player here for Lead-Deadwood. She does it again. She is just coming up through the ranks as a freshman middle hitter. You'll hear that name if she sticks around. McCulley, the last name of the good young player, as Lead-Deadwood has used 3 subs tonight. Here's Spearfish on the attack, trying to get it done at this set. but they dig it back up. Spearfish again on the attack. And this one goes out of bounds. So a point for Lead-Deadwood. 24-2, still set point.
And if you're Lead-Deadwood, you have a chance to actually move forward in your rotation. You've been stuck in the same rotation for roughly around 23 points.
Here's the attack, and this will go to the back row for Lead-Deadwood. Now Lead-Deadwood in the front row. Comes it across, and now here's Spearfish. Spearfish taps it over that time by Faith Hoffman. Got to have faith, and here he is. Going over by Lead-Deadwood at the net. Here's the attack by Spearfish. Hit too long and out of bounds. 2 straight points for Lead-Deadwood, as continuing back to serve is Hayden Jacobs. Here's the attack by Spearfish. They dump it down. A point that time by, I think that was number 8. That would have been Faith Hoffman getting the point, and ends up being 25-3, your final score. Lead-Deadwood score table very quickly at getting rid of evidence on the scoreboard of 25-3. We're going to double check with Clayson Davis and KDSJ-TV. That was the final score, 25-3.
Yep, 25-3. It's really quick set. And like I said earlier, that new rotation that Lead-Deadwood's been trying out, haven't had as much time to kind of gel together like the previous rotation has had. So, and especially when you're caught and with some players out of position in the rotation, some that are not necessarily in their comfortable spots, and then it just waterfalls. Like I said, I think that was about 23 points I think that rotation had in that order, and either use a timeout to help break that momentum, or at that point it's tough to get out of, because once the waterfall starts, it's going to be hard to stop.
Quicksand as well. And let's get to know our officials for this Tuesday night matchup and our high school volleyball match of the week. It is being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, the law on the court. And tonight our officials are George Lee. He is the man on the stand here on the near side. Jen Gabriel is over on the far side. She takes care of all the substitutions. If there's any appeals, if there's any questions over at the scores table, she's the closest one there, so she'll take care of things. Gary Land is back doing the flag and the line judging here on this near side corner. And then Dr. Shamber is over in the far side corner for the matchup tonight. So those are your line judges, your officials and referees, and the law on the court is being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Only game this week for the Spearfish Spartans. They're going to enjoy some time off as the rest of the week goes on. They hosted Aberdeen Central and Pierre over the weekend at Spearfish High School Gym. That second set of the Friday night affair, they had to postpone because of a bomb threat in the Spearfish High School building. So after evacuating everybody and going through and searching the building and the CT building next door and all that, they did bring some people back in, but they decided to postpone it to Saturday morning. So that probably gave all the girls and all the parents and fans kind of some jitters. And then they woke up the next morning at 9 a.m. and had to play the rest of the match with Aberdeen Central. And that was quite the match as they went back and forth. I think one set went 31-29. And Spearfish was able to win that marathon set. And then they won this last set 25-21. And then Pierre was next up on the dock. They get a win over Pierre in straight sets. So they were able to get their focus back there on Saturday afternoon and win it over Pierre 3-0. So then they had Sunday and Monday to regroup, and here they are making their road trip up to Lead tonight. And the girls have worked hard in the first few weeks of the season. It has gone by fast as they made that road trip out to Huron, over to Gillette. They had that 3-game homestand. They made a road trip down to Hill City. They'd like to see Hill City again sometime this year, but it's probably going to be in maybe a tournament because they're in different classes. We're back to action here. Lead-Deadwood starts with the serve and starts with a point. So, Lead-Deadwood, you heard it here first. They have a 1-0 lead over the Spartans in this third set. as Spearfish has it. And this is going to be an ace by the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. So you got to forget about things real quick. When you lose a set, you know there's another one. Just put it in the rear view mirror and get after it in the third set. And let's score more than 3 points this time. Here is the middle of the net by Spearfish. Two girls were fighting for it on the attack. One of them had to go in the net. I don't know which one they called, but it was Adeline Bowman, and then the taller Addison Keller was behind her trying to hit the ball too. If not, one or both of them went into the net. Can't do that. Here's Keller this time, stays away from the net, and that gives her enough power to slam it down to the other side. And a point for Spearfish, their first of this set, to make it 3-1. Back to serve here for the Spartans will be their setter and best server, Callie Reiners. She went over 1,000 set assists as a sophomore. And now here is Spearfish. In the front row, Madsen gets it across over to Spearfish. Here's Keller from the outside position, and she hits that one over to the Lead-Deadwood side. Lead-Deadwood just able to get a hand on the volleyball, and that would be it. Point for Spearfish. As we hear the whistle, we're ready to serve by Reiners. And that is going to be out of bounds on the Lead-Deadwood side. I was just going to say how smooth those serves look by Addison, or by Callie Reiners. Spins the ball every time, same position on the floor, and then just kind of floats and glides over the net. And it's tough for the other team to serve, receive it sometimes when that ball is spinning. Here's Madsen on the flat foot serve. It's blocked at the net, and give a point there for Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. Jinx Savote, the 6-foot junior middle hitter, the tallest player on the team for the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. They are again vertically challenged this year for volleyball. But looks like probably Vogt and Bertrand are your tallest players. Bertrand's 5'8". She sets it up here. Here's the attack in the middle by Vogt. She gets it across. Here comes Spearfish deep into the net. This is dangerous, and they still able to get it over in 3. Lead-Deadwood now is on the aggressive side of things as Nakaya Black gets it across the net. Here's the attack by Spearfish, and it is hit hard to Lead-Deadwood, and Lead-Deadwood just able to dig it up, but then it ends up at about row number 9 of the bleachers. Your top 3 teams in high school volleyball this week: Class AA Harrisburg, Class A Del Rapids, and Class B Chester area. And here is the Spearfish Spartans. They hit it across. It hits Lead-Deadwood off the hand. A point for the Spartans. Spartans are about there, the number 7 spot in the state in Class AA. This one goes into the net on the serve, so Lead-Deadwood will get a point. Spearfish stayed active over the summer as they went big to a big tournament, the Summer Slam. Not the wrestling pay-per-view, but the... I would like to go to Summer Slam sometime.
Oh, that would be so cool.
And
play volleyball and then hit another chick over the head with a chair. How does that not sound entertaining?
That was in Sioux Falls, where they played a lot of teams, even from Nebraska. And as you, as a Nebraska boy, you know about volleyball down there.
Oh, absolutely.
They take it quite seriously.
We're a volleyball state.
Not a football state. Yes, I had said it. Here's Keller with the attack. To 5. Gold Diggers still have the lead. They started things off with a 2-0 advantage. Then Spearfish is inched a little bit closer. And here is the libero. Yackley gets it across. And now this one goes into the net by Black. And it will be a point for Spearfish since she did not get it over. Here's Yackley on the serve. It's dug up by Hansen. Lead-Deadwood trying to get Hansen back up off the floor. Here's the attack by Spearfish, but it just goes off the fingertips, rolled off her hand there, and goes into the net. Some more of our fall sports sponsors, including Granite Automotive, Fisher Sand and Gravel, thanks to Pillin Optical over in Rapid City and Powder River Energy. On homecoming match night here for the Spearfish volleyball team, they serve up an ace. And that is Hayden Jacobs.
I think Lead-Deadwood might be have a little more fire to him after pretty much being embarrassed after that last set. They've been playing some good volleyball so far against a tough Spearfish squad this set.
A little bit newer focus for Lead-Deadwood, but they don't get the point that time. It goes to Spearfish. Homecoming football game this week for the Gold Diggers will be Friday night as they take on Belfouche and the battle of winless teams. That game at Ferguson Field, 6 o'clock on Friday night. Lead-Deadwood defense, they played strong last Friday night down in Hot Springs, but just lack of players and everybody having to go both ways. And the Hot Springs running game finally just ran over Lead-Deadwood there late third quarter and fourth quarter, but 12-0 loss to Hot Springs. We'll see if Lead-Deadwood can build off of that. Saw some of the football players here tonight. Nobody's hurt or injured or on crutches, so that's always a good thing. Here is the serve by Spearfish, and that is Faith Hoffman. Gets it over to the Lead-Deadwood side. Lead-Deadwood going to go into middle of the floor and hit this one into the net. Lead-Deadwood hasn't been able to get up to the net to get those blocks. They've had to stay away from the net a little bit to be able to get in position for that set and attack. But defensively, they need to do better at setting up the block. And here's a point for Lead-Deadwood on an error by the Spearfish Spartans. Our matchup menu being brought to you by the South Dakota Beef Industry Council tonight. Rapid City Christian is out at Phillip to take on the Lady Scotties. Faith, undefeated on the season, is at Cheyenne Eagle Butte. Also, New Underwood is hosting Cadoke area. Lead-Deadwood did try to put up that block on the far side. Not successful, though, as Spearfish has battled to tie it up 9-9. Some other games, Belfouche, only 2 wins on the season. They've both been against Lead-Deadwood. They're up at Bowman County, North Dakota tonight. And Bison travels to Newell on our matchup menu. 2 other Black Hills Conference matchups. We'll tell you about that here after this point as Black sets it up here for Lead-Deadwood. Lead-Deadwood hits it out of bounds. The other Black Hills Conference matchups has Hot Springs at Hill City. And also tonight it is Custer at St. Thomas More. We'll run down some more of that coming up in the post-game show with our Junix scoreboard. Here is Bertrand setting it up for Black. She gets it over in 3. Spearfish has taken the lead 10-9. This one is hit to the back. Lead-Deadwood able to get it over in 3. Spearfish now tries to go to the outside. Here's the attack, and this one will be out as it goes out of bounds right over there by the Lead-Deadwood Gold Digger bench. Spearfish makes a substitution. Lead-Deadwood will sub out, and they will bring into the game to serve that is Hayden Jacobs. As they move her around in the rotation, the libero's back in now for Lead-Deadwood. This is an ace for Spearfish as they take a 2-point lead now, 12-10.
I believe this might be the biggest lead for Spearfish this third set.
As it is Zanstra serving. Another point here for Spearfish as they take the 13-10 lead. Both teams still with their 2 timeouts left. Spearfish leads the match 2-0. Zanstra with the serve. It's at the net, and Spearfish does a good job right there. Perfect timing as Callie Reiners jumped up just in time. And on the other side, Lead-Deadwood was just coming down on their jumps, and she was able to dump it down for the point. Madsen gets it across as Spearfish is right there to receive. On the Spartan side, left-hand side of the net. Here's the attack, and it goes too long on the far side by number 9, Liliana Sadowski. Into the game, I believe, for the first time. Sadowski playing that front row position. We've seen her and Wheaton come in as some subs for Spearfish. Lead-Deadwood has used Taylor Hansen and McCauley. This will be a kill by Spearfish as they go angle. That's what you want, that outside hitter position to angle that right here to the near side. That is the place that most of the kills come. And Lead-Deadwood was not there defensively. Here comes the attack there by Madsen. Now Yackley will get it over by Spearfish. Here comes Lead-Deadwood. On the attack is Black. It rhymes, and it's a point for the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. Nakaya Black at 5'4", but again, she can jump, and she timed that perfectly to get some juice behind it as well. Here's Madsen to serve for Lead-Deadwood, looking much better in this third set, and probably the best that they've looked all night. But wrong position again. They need to be better here on this near side towards the back row. 90% of the kills have been right in that spot within about 4 feet.
Yeah, Spearfish has been having a heyday hitting right in that zone on the court. I mean, number 15, Addison Keller, is from that outside hitting position. She's been hitting the ball very well and just been finding that zone that's just been open really the whole night.
Vogt gets it over here for Lead-Deadwood. Now Spearfish. Here's the set by Callie, and it's a kill by number 8. That is Faith Hoffman. Callie Reiners takes as much joy out of getting an assist that most people would get by getting a kill.
Well, in the same, I guess the way to think of it, it's almost like a quarterback throwing a touchdown pass. So it's enough joy, and I do like the way she sets. I mean, she pretty much jumps and just sets the ball all in one fluid motion. It isn't a jump, then a set. It's really smooth. I mean, you can barely even hear the ball come off her fingers when she's setting the ball. She sets it high, gives her hitters plenty of time to go up and high point the ball. And when you have a setter that puts the ball in a perfect position, it's pretty easy to hit the ball straight down and into whatever zone you want.
Other matches tonight on our matchup menu for the Class AA ranks. Sioux Falls Lincoln is at Aberdeen Central. Douglas is at Rapid City Central. Number 3 ranked team in Class A, Dakota Valley, is at the top ranked team in Class AA, Harrisburg.
We do have a final from that game.
What'd you got?
Harrisburg wins 3-1 over Dakota Valley.
Thank you. And here comes Lead-Deadwood down 17-12. The most points they've scored tonight in a set has been 8, so they've already gone past that. Here's Spearfish. Keller has it blocked at the net by Lead-Deadwood. Callie Reiners gets this one a point for the Spearfish Spartans from the right-hand side of the net here.
Yeah, Deadwood had 2 good blocks on that set, and then Spearfish finally got it past the block, and then the block was set up so tight that there was no one behind to pick it up.
Serve goes off the top of the net, but we play on. Vogt gets it over here by Lead-Deadwood. Here's Yackley on the set. It goes over by Reiners. A block there at the net. That was real easy by Avery Kirk for the Spearfish Lady Spartans. As we say thanks to, let's cross these off. We got to say thanks to Wolf's Plumbing and Heating. We have no halftime show in volleyball. They're usually our halftime show in basketball and football. So we'll say about midway through here. Wolf's Plumbing and Heating, thank you. And also thanks to Low Roofing. You can follow us here tonight on KDSJ Radio and also live on KDSJ-TV. You can go back and watch all of the matches we've done so far this year and football on the high school side of things. All there on our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. 19-13, Spearfish getting close to that 25-point mark to put an end to this one. And this will be a point by Spearfish. And Lead-Deadwood had the bump, they had the set, and then it just went awry from there and went into the bench. Back to serve will be Brooklyn Yackley, the senior, one of 3 seniors on the squad. No Avery Kirk is, in the middle now on that front row. And also Sydney Brost. We saw her for a little bit last Tuesday night. Haven't seen her play yet tonight. That's your 3 seniors for Spearfish. Lead-Deadwood has Taylor Hansen as a senior. and Delaney Manson as a senior, and that would be it. Here's the attack, this time by Black, and it's a point for the Gold Diggers.
She's been hitting the ball good quite a few times tonight.
So now Lead-Deadwood will back up on the rotation. It will be number 2, Hayden Jacobs, the junior, going to be serving. This one is an ace. Died right down in front of one of the Spearfish Spartans diving for the volleyball. Mia Durdal.
You might have thought that someone opened up that back door again, because once the ball crossed over the net, it just seemed like it just died.
Durdal went to dive for it and missed. Here's Kirk. She doesn't miss, and she gets it across the net, and a point here for Spearfish as it's 21-16 Spartans. Third set, they're up 2-0. Our next sports broadcast Friday night from Aberdeen, as the Spearfish Spartan football team will be at Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles right here on KDSJ, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Jake's Collision Repair pregame show before that. This will be a kill by the Spearfish Spartans as they're coming back to life a little bit. They have Lead-Deadwood on the heels again and trying to put them away here in this third set. Into the game for Lead-Deadwood is Ava Bertrand. She'll be playing here from the outside hitter position. Volleyball up in the air, comes down, just tapped over there by Reiners. Now here comes the attack by Lead-Deadwood. It's over in 3. There's the set by Reiners. Here's the attack, and it is a kill by Kirk. Went off the wrist of a Lead-Deadwood Gold Digger. It's tough to take those when it's coming at your shoulder area and your chest. You kind of want to dig those up from the floor where you can get both hands down on it. And Spearfish able to get the set. Yackley gets it over. Lead-Deadwood, and Bertrand hits it into the top of the net. It bounces back, and we're at set point and match point. 24-16. This is the best Lead-Deadwood has played tonight, as Spearfish will have the serve hit the top of the net, and then Lead-Deadwood dumps it back over. Here comes Spearfish. It's Kirk. Now to the front row, Lead-Deadwood on the attack. They're all in black, and it's Nakaya Black with the attack. And Dr. Seuss, here we are on the rhyming, and it is a point for Spearfish, and that is all she wrote. 25-16. It is Spearfish with the victory as the maroon and white defeat the black and gold tonight for the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers. Homecoming night, not the way Lead-Deadwood really wanted it to go, but they were outmanned this evening. Again, it's a Class AA squad that has won 8 matches in a row. Feeling pretty confident there on the Spearfish side, taking care of business here in the Black Hills Conference tonight, winning it in 3 straight sets, 25-8, 25-3, and 25-16. We say thanks to some more of our sponsors tonight, including Butte County Equipment. Also thanks to Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram and the South Dakota Consumer Affairs Office with the South Dakota Attorney General. We'll be back with your Dakota Equipment Rental post-game show. That's coming up next right here on KDSJ Sports. That would be KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, KDSJ980.com. We have the app and live on KDSJ-TV.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects, from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
For over 10 years, Allied Construction has been a trusted name in the Black Hills, providing top-quality construction services to our local community. We take pride in being a local business with deep roots in the area. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust us to deliver exceptional results on every project. Our team is dedicated to providing personalized service, ensuring your project gets the attention and expertise it deserves.
Check out their website today. Click alliedconstruction.com or find them on Facebook.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
For over 20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
And back here to the Lead-Deadwood High School gym for our post-game report. Spearfish gets their 10th win of the season as they get a win over Lead-Deadwood tonight. Final score 25-8, 25-3, 25-16. The final as Lead-Deadwood made it the closest there in that third set after kind of getting embarrassed there in that second set, losing 25-3. And we want to say thanks to a couple more of our sponsors, including, the Millstone Family Restaurant and also Superior Auto Solutions with their superior performance. Call 605-642-9111 or see their inventory online at superioroutosd.com. Clayson Davis with more info on tonight's player of the game.
Yeah, for Spearfish, we had quite a few nominees. I know last time we did a Spearfish volleyball game. It was the Addison Keller show, and she had another stellar performance as well. But, Keller and a lot of these Spearfish hitters really wouldn't have the chance to hit the ball so effectively, especially in that second set when it was just a waterfall of kills. And the lady that set them all up literally and figuratively, and also our superior performer of the game, that will go to the setter, Callie Reiners. Congratulations, Callie. She is our superior performer. Again, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions, and set the ball very well, set it high, and had perfect opportunities for her hitters to find open gaps, and they took advantage of it all night thanks to her sets. So congratulations to Callie Reiners, as she is our superior performer, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions.
Spearfish won the first set 25-8. They win the second set 25-3. Lead-Deadwood just couldn't get out of their own way in that second set as they were stuck in that same rotation for about 22 points. And they were finally able to mix out of that, but they got 2 points in a row, and that was it. 25-3, your final score there in that second set. The third set, 25-16. Spearfish wins the match in 51 minutes. Let's go to our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard tonight. We start first with Class AA teams. Brandon Valley defeated Brookings 3-0. Number 2 O'Gorman and number 5 Watertown met up over in Sioux Falls. O'Gorman wins it in 5 sets, 3-2.
I believe they call that a reverse sweep, as when I checked it earlier, Watertown was up 2-0, and they didn't get to 20 points the rest of the entire match. So O'Gorman really rallied in that one.
And Watertown, top 5 volleyball team, top 5 football team over there for the Arrows.
Yeah, number 1 football team after just defeating the 7-time state champion Appear Governors last weekend as well.
A good matchup tonight, a top 5 matchup in the Class A, Dakota Valley. They went up against Class AA, number 1 Harrisburg. Harrisburg wins it 3-1. Aberdeen Central over Sioux Falls Lincoln, 3-0. Number 3 Sioux Falls Jefferson defeated T-Area 3-0. It was number 4 Sioux Falls Washington defeating Pierre 3-0. Spearfish defeated Lead-Deadwood 3-0. Rapid City Central and Douglas, no final yet from there. Let's see what we have for Class A opponents. Let's see, Rapid City Christian and Phillip. They're battling in the second set right now. Rapid City Christian leads the match, though, 1-0. And let's see what else we have. Maybe seen a Bellefouche score pop up, but before that, Hill City, they're leading their set over Hot Springs 1-0. And the rest are going to be later on finals. for Class B. Again, Phillip at home tonight against Rapid City Christian. Rapid City Christian leads the set 1-0. And that is all we have for you on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard as the Spartans win it tonight 3-0. Thanks again to some more of our sponsors, including Proline Equipment Rental, Low Roofing, the Millstone Family Restaurant, Butte County Equipment. Let's highlight some things going on for both of these schools for the rest of this week. For the Spearfish Spartans, they had a busy day today. Their boys golf team hosted a tournament. Their girls tennis team was in Rapid City. Their girls and boys soccer teams were over in Sturgis. And the high school volleyball team was up here in Lead. Early release tomorrow. Those are always fun days. Get out of school early. Let's see. Thursday, cross-country team will be at Custer. And then also the girls tennis team will be over in Rapid City to take on St. Thomas More. The volleyball team will have the rest of the week off. Then on Friday, boys golf will go to the Lakeview Municipal Golf Course. And the football team will head out to Aberdeen Central. Saturday, cross-country team will be at the Broadland Creek Golf Course. And also some JV soccer action against Rapid City Stevens. The competitive cheer and dance team on Saturday will be at Douglas. For the Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers, it is homecoming week. A lot of distractions probably. The boys golf team was at Spearfish today. The middle school football team was down at Hill City. So the AD was there tonight as he helps coach the middle school football program for the Diggers. And then, let's see, coming up Thursday, cross-country team will be at Custer. Middle school volleyball will be at home against Spearfish on Thursday. High school volleyball will be at St. Thomas More on Thursday. And high school football, homecoming game against Belle-Fourche. That'll be at Ferguson Field, 6 o'clock Friday night. And then they dance the night away. How about us here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV? Clayson Davis?
Yeah, KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. We're still pretty busy throughout the rest of this week, of course, for all your sports updates. Stay tuned to 980 AM and 103.5 FM as we'll have updates of what's going on there. And coming up tomorrow at around 1:20, we'll have our latest episode of the From the Bench podcast, our sports podcast. That's kind of give you guys more of an inside view of what's going on in the world of athletics for the Northern Black Hills. We actually have two guests on tomorrow here in the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Hunter Walter, stud running back for Spearfish High. He joins us, have a little bit of insight on their success in their 3-0 start for Spearfish football, and he's bringing his buddy Evan Wilson, his running mate there at running back. So that'll be on at about 1:20 tomorrow at the Millstone Family Restaurant, live on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. And then
I like that, getting a student-athlete perspective. The first couple weeks they've had football coaches. This time, really get these kids inside of what they are battling through school-wise and on the athletic field, practices, games, road trips. There's a lot that teenagers have to go through.
Exactly. I mean, from a college football experience, I realize that there's a giant time. You have to delegate a lot of different stuff and know your priorities, and especially these high school kids, it's the same thing. Practice, go home, do homework, and then get everything ready to go to travel, again, across the state to play, again, a very solid Aberdeen Central team. Which, speaking of, that will be coming up this Friday night as Spearfish Spartans, as we've talked about throughout the night. They will be traveling again back east to complete the third leg of their long 3-week road trip as Spearfish. They will be taking on Aberdeen Central in Aberdeen. Kickoff around 6 o'clock. The Jake's Collision Repair pregame show planning to go on at about 5:30 Mountain Time. I will be on the call there for KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV and pulling double duty there. Don't want to miss it. It'll be a good ball game, I do believe, and there's only one place to listen and watch it, and that is on at 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also online at our website, KDSJ980.com. You can listen to it on the mobile app. Even Alexa knows about the game, so that means you should really know about it if she knows, and unless your Alexa is a male, of course. And if you want to watch the contest, you can always watch it live for free, not a subscription, not a charge, not a nothing, as long as you have an internet connection and a device to watch it on. And you can watch it on KDSJ-TV. I mean, you can watch the radio if you want to, but KDSJ-TV on YouTube.
Just staring at random things in the house or the garage.
I mean, when you're listening to a game on the radio, is that kind of what you do? You just kind of stare at a random thing and have the game go on in your head?
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that with KDSJ-TV. You can watch the action live as it unfolds on YouTube and on Facebook.
Next up for the Spearfish Spartans girls volleyball team after a 3-0 win tonight. They'll be back in action next Tuesday. That would be September 24th at home against Sturgis right here on KDSJ and KDSJ-TV. Lead-Deadwood Gold Diggers, they'll be on the road Thursday heading down to Rapid City to take on St. Thomas More, who's currently 12-8 on the year. Thanks to all of our sponsors making the broadcast possible as Spearfish gets the 3-0 win tonight, 25-8, 25-3, and 25-16. Thanks to the administration here at the Lead-Deadwood High School setting us up with the space and the Wi-Fi. We just needed a couple things, and we got it all right here. And thanks to Clayson Davis from KDSJ-TV taking care of that set of things. And I believe that's it. Again, from the Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and also the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth here for the Lead-Deadwood High School gym. For Clayson Davis, I'm Cody Oliver. Good night.